Hello everyone! Mocha Dick Poon XOXO Blow for Freedom fully adjustable. Shit! What does shit mean? That's the new part that I'm adding. I was gonna say shit, what does shit mean? But I think I'm just gonna add what does shit mean? Because that is the newest thing from a trial I watched today. Oh my god, my people. Well, you know what? We'll get into the case in a minute. Let me just, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Jason J. Narf. What's up, my dude? Project Metal Music in the house. What's up, my dude? It is always awesome to have you here. Fondant. What's up? Odd, I tried to say Flux Gravely and the Fluxxing Government, but it wouldn't let me. Really? Interesting. There are certain words, like it won't let you say public servant. It doesn't let you say public servant, which I find odd in the super chat. You know? What's up? How you doing? I have to admit, I don't think bitches be crazy when I saw BBC in the title. I know, right? You know? We are going to be talking about some BBC. No, not the British broadcasting station, and no, not the big black cock, but the bitches being crazy. What is it about women? All of these trials that I have been watching, it's just, I'm not trying to be super rude, but like, shady. I meant to say Sadie. Freudian slip there. Sadie from the Anderson trial. And now this new bitch from the Travis Rudolph trial. Oh my god. This bitch orchestrated his, for all her little brothers to go shoot his shit up. But anyways, again, we'll get into that. But these bitches, man, it's these bitches, and I'm like, these men have 99 problems and they would all go away if the bitch went away. I'm sorry, but it's true. So like I said, welcome everybody. Mexican Vader, good to see you. Tits and ray guns, always good to have you in the house. AP, what's up? So Travis Rudolph, former NFL player, accused of murder. However, everybody, and I will say this, even the law and crime chat knows this guy, it was self-defense. This crazy bitch called her brother and was like, yo, go take him out. And they went to take him out. Shit went wrong. And dude got popped. And now they're like, oh no, none of us had guns. He just came out shooting. We just wanted to talk. We just didn't like that he was hurting our sister. We just wanted to talk to him and he shot us. Oh my god. Guys, I was watching this trial today. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, the jail snitch Munch was more credible than these people. Like, how is that possible? I wrote some notes, and the biggest one is that they all need mental help because their memory, they need some kind, they might have had brain trauma or something because their memory is so selective and not there, but then randomly there are other times, and I'm like, wow, these people really have selective amnesia. It's actually insane. Fine, ignore my member chat. Where's the member chat? Hold on, I'm looking. It's not there. Hold on, I'm gonna go to YouTube real quick. And I'm gonna pull up the actual stream and see why I don't see that. Oh, I see it over here. Oh, Fondon, you sent a member chat too. Why can't... Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that StreamYard doesn't even show those. Wow. But Fondon, member for 1 month. Oh, guys, it's already been a month. What the heck? Oh, Fondon, 1 month. You Fluxxing Fluxers need to join me in the Fluxxing basement. It's Fluxxing wild down here. Yeah. Wow, I'm really sad they don't show up in StreamYard at all. Stingy, member for 1 month of my Mocha Dicks. Dance, grifter, dance for our dollars. No wrench. There, how's that? That's a dance for you, Stinge. Thanks for coming, Stinge. And thanks for pointing that out, because that's kind of total BS that they don't even show up in StreamYard. Nada. Nada. What's up, David in the house, guys? Go subscribe to MLS Law Show. Awesome stuff. I was listening to... Oh, he has a stream tonight. That's tonight, right? Right? That's tonight? Manders 13, a new member to my Mocha Dick collection. What is up? You are the newest Mocha Dick. And for those of you who don't know, a Mocha Dick, back in the day when they hunted sperm whale, a Mocha Dick was a large male sperm whale. So hello, you, all you large male sperm whales. That is right. I don't know. It's the thing. We roll with it here. He has one set. Oh, he set one. Oh, I think I was talking about the... You don't see members... That's so sad. Like... Yeah, it would really help, because that's slightly irritating. Valhalla in the house, and Val will be on, right? That's tonight's show. Hold on, let me go to the... Yes, 9 p.m. Valhalla. My girl Val will be on MLS Law Show with David, and they are going to be talking about another crazy bitch. Oh my god, it is just the night for crazy bitches. Oh, I'm getting way too heated, way too quick. Let's bring it back. We're only 7 minutes in. We don't need to go this crazy yet. But yes, they are doing a stream about a crazy bitch as well. Good lord. Yay, been meaning to. Couldn't cut a lot. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're here and you were able to catch a live. Yes, with you. Hayden's doing a drinking stream tonight. What? Is it his 15? Is it a 15,000 like celebration? Because I know he hit 15,000 again. Another amazing channel, Aussie Overlord. He is the Thunder from Down Under. Love you, Ozzy. Yeah, no, crazy bitches tonight. It's just gonna be a bunch of crazy bitches. So like I said, we'll get into the facts of the case a bit. The gist of the case, again, as I said, Travis Rudolph is accused of shooting a man, and it's a lot, because a lot of it is... It's all sketchy. It's all fucking sketchy. I'm already cursing. We're not 10 minutes in yet. I'll take this comment down. Hide comment. To allow gifted memberships. Yeah. All that good stuff. But yes, please, 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 please start tomorrow. Please. Oh no, Jeff is streaming with Steph tomorrow. Oh, but I need... Please, somebody needs to watch this, because holy fuck, I just sat in chat on Lawn Cuck. One, I'm so glad. Well, okay, no. I hate them because they always time me out because I make a lot of gay jokes. And I hate it so much because I love gay jokes. So I can't make gay jokes in Lawn Cuck chat, and it is terrible. But I'm sitting there screaming in my mind, And I was texting Jeff today, and I'm like, Jeff, you have to watch this. And then he was like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh my God. We are just gonna watch I don't even know the bitch's name. Dominic. Her name is Dominic. We are only going to watch her cross-examination. I only want to watch her cross-examination because we're talking about crazy bitches and how they seem to be the death of men. And it's so unfortunate because it's all this modern women bullshit. And it's like, for her, she's like, he hurt me. He hurt me. You have to go protect me. You have to go defend my honor. And of course, all these little punk ass, they're all like 23 and younger. So I think they're in between the age at the time this happened 2 years ago. At the time, I do believe the 4 boys were in between the ages of 21 and 23. So they're all a bunch of babies trying to be badasses and then shitting their pants and running away. And all because big sister, who's like 23, is like, meh, boyfriend. Oh, by the way, she's married and never told him during this whole thing because that's her past. She's leaving at the past. She didn't feel the need to tell him, even though she went the reason this all kicked off was because she had gone over to his house. He went outside to like talk with his brother. She went through his phone and found some text that she didn't like from a woman. There was nothing there, but it was a text from another woman. Oh my God. And went all crazy. Broke his PlayStation. My dudes. She smashed his PlayStation. She smashed his PlayStation. And so she finally leaves, goes, calls her brother. Oh, by the way, she tripped. This is all on Ring camera. This is all on the Ring camera because they're fighting at the front door. So it's all on a Ring camera. As she texts her brothers, he picked me up and slammed me down on my face. Picked me up off the ground and body slammed me down on the ground. And so, of course, the brother was like, we're gonna go. She texts, okay. Again, this is just a quick summation because we're gonna watch this. Go shoot his shit up. And that's where the what does shit mean come from, which we will get into. But we're gonna go ahead and just start this testimony because in what this is just bad behavior. What happened? I invited Drex last second because I'm like, this bitch is a German Shepherd. This bitch is like, me and Drex could go off on this bitch. Me and Drex need to go off on this bitch. Yes, my dudes, everybody, anytime Chandler streams, bomb her chat with make Flux a mod because she still hasn't made me a mod yet. And Chandler, make me a mod. Do you not like me? Are we not friends? Because I'm not a mod. Thank you for the $2 Unhung Hero. But yeah, so essentially these 4 guys go over to the house just to talk. And again, fists start getting thrown. Like, we'll just watch the testimony. Again, it is amazing. Oh, and for the first time in forever, this court has amazing audio. Like, the audio in this courtroom, other than the attorneys forgetting to use the mics every so often, the audio is amazing. You can hear everything, including when the witnesses call the defense attorneys an idiot under their breath or call them stupid under their breath. Oh, it's amazing. Get ready. Let's do this. Here we go. This is the Oh, and look at the title too. The title's not even bad. It's ex-NFL player murder trial, Florida. Oh, and this is in Florida because of course it's in Florida. But the title's not bad. I don't have a cut cage, so forgive me, but we're just gonna do this because This is too amazing not to hear. The judge is constantly clearing his throat and is so tired of all of this bullshit. You're my mortal enemy. I'm not giving you, or you're my mortal nemesis. Oh my god, this bitch. I can't. Ooh, I already am so mad at her again. Oh god, I hate her so. Ooh, guys. Again, I have notes. We will be pausing and I will be yelling at her frequently. Because I sat and had to listen to this bullshit today and
Ms.
I couldn't.
Jones. All right, Ms. Edwards, you may continue the direct examination of Ms. Jones.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this is
Good morning.
second direct. Hold
Good
on.
morning.
Yes, I apologize to the jury as well as the judge.
Oh.
I know you guys are on a time limit, but
Actually, yeah, we're just gonna start from this is the start of today's trial, so it's finishing her cross-examination from yesterday. Or it's finishing her direct examination from yesterday. So she starts, I think, maybe 20 minutes, but she was late to the jury, so she was late to the court, so she's already messing up. So yeah, let's start with that apology to the jury because that was funny, bitch.
You don't remember any kind of injuries on his hands or his upper torso?
I went
other
back
than
too far.
He's working properly.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, guys, just you wait. Again, we're starting with the apology just because we have to.
All right, Ms. Jones. All right, Ms. Edwards, you may continue the direct examination of Ms. Jones.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
good morning.
You had an eventful morning.
Yes, I apologize to the jury as well as the judge. I know you guys are on a time limit, but something happened with my vehicle.
Okay, so thankfully the vehicle got fixed and you're here. Thank
Yeah.
you. So last evening when we left off, we were talking about a series of text messages that you got from Torini, and you said that you did not take her seriously to mean that your brothers would be in danger if they went over there. Your brother and his
Okay,
friends.
now that we heard her apologize, we're gonna fast
did you
forward
know
because we're gonna go to the defense or right into cross because we don't need to hear her finish because it's just irritating. All right. Oh, guys, it gets so good, especially when the judge starts yelling at scolding both of them. Because, yes, the judge scolds both of them several times.
Good morning.
Good
That's
morning.
what a shit show this is.
When you met Travis Rudolph, you knew that he had been in the NFL. Is that correct?
Correct.
You knew he played for the Giants, and then he played for the Dolphins, right?
Later on,
Right. But he
not initially did I know that. No.
But at some point during your relationship, you knew that he had a very lucrative contract with the NFL, correct?
I knew nothing about his contract.
Okay. But you knew he played for the NFL, right?
Correct.
Okay. And at some point he
No
became
worries,
injured,
Lady
right?
Autumn Sky.
Correct.
Thanks
And
for listening.
He was cut from playing with the NFL. He lost his contract, basically, right?
Correct.
Okay, and he would spend his days down in Miami rehabbing and training, right?
No, he would spend his days at home playing video games.
Bitch!
So your testimony is
Sorry.
that he never went down to Miami and was rehabbing his injury in order to play for the Canadian League that he had just landed a contract with?
That's not my testimony. You said what was.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Isn't it true that he was rehabbing his injury?
Sometimes.
And other times he was playing video games. That's your testimony.
Correct.
And
Already
isn't it
right
true
off
that
the
he was
bat.
also training down at the NFL facility down in Miami after he was injured?
I'm not sure what he would do in Miami.
That was a concern of yours, wasn't it? That he was off in Miami and you didn't know what he was doing, right?
Correct.
When Travis When you met Travis, he had a nice vehicle, a BMW truck. Is that correct?
Correct.
And he was taking care of you basically financially.
It's a
when
murder
you guys were
trial.
together, was he not?
That's the
He
defendant,
was
Travis
not taking
Rudolph.
care of me financially at all during our entire relationship.
How old were you when you guys met?
23,
So in March of 2020, you were 23 years old,
March of 2020. Yes, I was 23.
and you were living with your mom and stepdad and your brother at the time.
Correct.
That was in the apartment in Delray Beach,
Yes.
Spring Harbor.
All right, real quick. Currently, we are listening to Dominic. This is the ex-girlfriend of this gentleman right here, the defendant, Travis Rudolph. She, the woman testifying, told her brothers that this man picked her up and threw her on the ground and was being disrespectful to her. So her one little brother, along with his 3 friends, went to his house to talk to him. And one of them ended up dying. And this is his self-defense trial.
Harbor Apartments.
Mhm.
Apartment, is that a yes?
Yes.
Apartment E.
Correct.
Is that a 2-bedroom apartment?
Oh yeah, she lies
No.
the entire
3
time.
bedrooms.
3.
During that time, you didn't own your own home, right?
No, I didn't.
You were living in the home that your parents provided you with, right?
Correct.
You were living under their roof, right?
Correct.
You didn't own any property, any real estate, right?
No, but I was a realtor.
Okay, let's talk about that. You got your real estate license in February of 2020, right?
Correct.
Right around the time that you and Travis met.
Correct.
And then COVID hit, right?
Correct.
And let's see, you made one sale. It was a rental, right?
Yes.
So during the whole time that you had your real estate license,
I just got my real estate license in March, not to cut you off, sorry, but I just got my license in March and then COVID. Okay.
isn't it true that you were not making a living as a realtor? COVID hit. There was no sales going on. You weren't making a living as a realtor, right?
Correct.
Okay. So you're living with your mom and dad.
Sure. Feel free to stand up and stretch, please,
Oh my
ladies
God,
and
this guy
gentlemen,
also
but
takes-
remember and obey the 4 cardinal rules.
Oh, I keep forgetting. I need to look up what these 4 cardinal rules are because he says it every 10 minutes when they take a 10-minute break to stand up. Where did my pen go? Did I put it? Nope. I don't know where my pen went, but I will use this one. I need to look up the 4 cardinal rules because, again, he says that every single time they stand up. The 4 cardinal rules. I imagine it's like don't talk to anybody, don't say anything, something.
All right, you may continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll just wait for the
So you
stuff
really
about
weren't
the
making
shoot
a
his shit
living
up.
as a real estate agent, right?
No, but I do have a mom and she's a medical assistant, so.
Okay. And you were living with your mom,
Correct.
right? And you also had some costly cosmetic surgery around that time, right?
I feel uncomfortable discussing that, so.
She had a BBL. She feels uncomfortable discussing it. It's part of her claim. She said she was abused and she had this surgery, so she was like, "Oh, he hurt me while I was already." She had a BBL, and clearly, a nose job and a lip job, but it was a Brazilian butt lift.
Yes.
Bitch. This is cross. God damn, like that face. What? That face, guys. She thinks she is so much shit. Oh. Okay. Let us fast forward because there is a lot of this. Again, it's like every 10 minutes. God, and that fucking face, you have to just stare at it. Okay.
During the time you had cosmetic surgery, did you not?
I did have cosmetic surgery.
Okay. And it's your testimony that even though that you weren't making a living as a realtor, you were not relying on Travis for any financial help, correct?
Correct.
In fact, yesterday you testified, you told this jury that you never, he never financially supported you 1,000%, right?
Correct.
Only 99%.
That time you were also sleeping over his house pretty much on a daily basis. That's what you told the jury yesterday.
Correct.
And it was during this time that you and Travis were dating that you were actually married to another man, Andre Chinsang. Is that correct?
Legally separated, but correct.
Well, you were still legally married, weren't you?
The people are
Oh yeah, she was legal. She's married to some other dude at the time.
could be married and separated.
Okay.
So we were separated.
Right, but you weren't divorced, let me put it that way.
Correct.
Okay. So if you're not divorced, then you're still legally married. Is that correct?
I thought separated was a thing when it came to marriage. I thought you can either be married.
Okay, here's another thing I have a problem with. Guys, what is so hard with answering a fucking question straight up? Why do they always have to talk their way around a question? Do they not understand that this makes them look even more retarded to a jury?
Separated or divorced. But if you want to get technical, like very technical, yes, we were not divorced.
Get technical, we weren't
And
divorced.
while you were dating Travis for this year or so, year and a half, you never told him that you were married to another man, right?
No, I didn't.
And you testified yesterday that you and Travis had a conversation about marriage. Is that right? That's what you told this jury yesterday. That you and Travis, at some point, you had a conversation about marriage. You remember that?
I didn't necessarily say we had a conversation about marriage. We basically were discussing has that came up about a future. And I said things have came up that weren't that serious, but yeah, conversations were had.
About marriage. That was your testimony.
Not specifically about marriage, just
We
about a
only
future
talked about
between me and
sharing
him.
a whole life
Kids,
together and
things,
kids
etc.,
and everything,
stuff
but
like
not
that.
marriage.
You're telling this jury today that you did not say yesterday on direct examination that you and Travis had a conversation about marriage. Is that what you're telling this jury?
No, we had a conversation about that. Yes, we did.
Okay. And you had a conversation with a man about marriage, and you're still married to Andre Chusang. Is that correct?
Correct.
So you lied to Travis. You misled him, did you not?
Travis never asked me if I was married.
So you have to be asked a question in order to get an answer, or to be told the truth. Is that what you're telling this jury?
My dudes! What the fuck? Okay. Oh, he never asked me if I was married.
Just telling the jury that the conversation about me being married never came up, so I never spoke on it because I felt like it was not my personal business to speak on.
My marriage to somebody else is not my personal business to speak on. I'm sorry, I'm yelling into the mic a lot. It's not my personal business to speak on. If your marriage is not your personal business to tell your boyfriend, then I don't know what fucking is your personal business. Am I wrong? Is that just me? Let's proceed.
So what you're telling this jury is that unless somebody asked you a question, a specific question, you don't have to tell them the correct or honest answer. That's what you just told them.
I'm not telling you guys that. I'm telling you guys that in relationships, you have a past. It might not be clean. It might not be the best past that you have, but I decided to leave the past of my relationship behind me. When I started dating Travis, I felt like I didn't need to disclose that because it had nothing to do with what me and Travis had going on.
So you were talking about marriage and you're married. You never told him, right? Isn't it true you never told him?
I never, no, he answered.
Same. Next question. please.
God, I hate her. You guys are
Yesterday
gonna.
You told the jury that
Ooh,
your relationship with
okay.
Travis wasn't an open relationship.
Okay, this
Remember
is
that?
this is
Correct.
something. It is a theme that I wrote down that I have a the laughing that all of these people, these witnesses, because I might stream the next dude's testimony, because oh my god, he was so bad. Oh my god, like it's so bad. It's so bad. It was so bad. We're just gonna
Okay. So the implication or the understanding was that this was a relationship that was exclusive between the two of you?
Correct.
And Andre didn't fit in this at all.
Haven't spoken to him in 2 years.
You got divorced from him after Mr. Rudolph's arrest. Is that not correct?
Yes, because it was already in the plan before Travis got arrested.
You knew in April of 2021 that Travis had received a contract with the Canadian League and was leaving for Canada in the following month in May. Did you not?
Yeah, I knew that. Mhm.
Okay. And he got a contract to play football. He was excited about that.
He was about to leave
was
to start a
leaving
career in
for
the
Canada
Canadian
in
Football
a couple
League,
of weeks, right?
and she ruined
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he wasn't taking you along with him, was he?
I didn't ask to go. I had my own. I was a realtor. I was starting to get back into real estate.
Okay. During COVID, when you weren't making any sales, right? He wasn't
Love
taking
you,
you
girl.
with him,
Thanks
was
for
he?
stopping
No.
by.
He was leaving you. Right? He was leaving you. He was going off to Canada and he was leaving you here in the States, right?
Yes.
Okay, he had no interest in taking you with him, right?
I don't know exactly.
Overruled. Go ahead, answer the question.
I don't know what Travis's intentions were
Did
of
he ask
taking
you to
me.
go with him?
He used to say things like that all the time, but that's hearsay. So I'm not going to say that.
Hold on. You're telling
Her trying to
us
be like, it's hearsay.
ask you
I
this.
can't say
this
shit.
man never planned on taking you with him to Canada.
Okay, I paused it. One, because we have a super chat, and there's a couple things. Wolfram, if her and I were stranded on a desert island, I'd throw her back into the water. Yeah. 100 times and then 3 times again. You can tell throughout this her testimony that she has done a lot of research. She states how much research she's done because she looked it up. She searched stand your ground, self-defense. She searched it all on her phone before she deleted it, but they can just pull that. All the text messages that she deleted, like she's done her research to try and cover it up. Guys, get that hashtag going. Chandler's here. Pressure her. Make Flux a mod. Make Flux a mod. Make Flux a mod. Hey girl, how are you doing? It's good to see you here. But yeah, she admits, like, yeah, I did my research, but she tries to object and be like, oh, it's hearsay, or be like, asked and answered. It's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You're stupid.
Isn't that true?
I don't know that for a fact.
Did he ever tell you he was taking you to Canada with him?
He would say things like that all the time. You can come visit me, things like that all the
He
time.
wasn't taking you with him. He had no intentions because his
I don't know
I think
that. So
Chandler ran away.
you're
Oh,
asking
no,
me a
correct,
question and I'm
Chandler. I was
responding to you.
kidding.
I do not know if he had intentions or not taking me.
you didn't have a plane ticket to go with him.
Bitch,
did
you knew.
He didn't have one either. He didn't even have a passport.
Was, did you have a plane ticket to go with Mr. Rudolph to Canada?
He was not leaving until May, and no, I did not have a plane ticket. This all happened in April.
At the time of this incident, did you have any means of transport or a plane ticket, anything showing this jury that it was his intention that you were moving to Canada with him?
No.
And you knew in April, when you guys were dating, that it was his
have
plan
mods
to
and they
just
stopped
go
me from
work
making gay
in
jokes.
Canada for a short period of time, and his hope was to get back into the NFL. Isn't that true?
Oh,
I didn't know his ins and outs. I knew he had a contract with the CFL, and that's the most that I can say to you. That's all I really know.
So He never discussed with you his hope that he was going to come back to Florida and work again for the NFL? That was never a discussion?
He has said things like that, but I don't know exactly his intentions of what would have happened.
So he did say things like that. There was a discussion with you about that. You just
There-
said that.
There was a discussion.
Overruled.
Didn't you just say that you guys had a discussion about that?
Yeah, we had a discussion.
Was that so hard?
It's not. I'm just trying to make sure I'm answering the questions to my best ability. That's it.
All you have to do is tell the truth and it'll be
I am telling the truth, but you're asking.
Question.
Thank you.
okay. You were hoping that when he got the contract with the NFL, that you guys would then be married, like you told the jury you guys had discussed, and
No.
you would benefit by his millions of dollars that he was going to be
Thanks,
making
girl.
from the NFL.
First of all, I didn't even know how much money he was being offered.
Next question.
Guys, the laughing at the attorneys. Oh my God, I cannot. It physically makes me angry. I want to punch this. I'm not advocating for violence. In Minecraft, I wish she had an avatar. Because in Minecraft, I would punch her in the face in Minecraft. And I would battle her in Minecraft. And I would probably win because I've spent a lot of time on enchanting and upgrading my armor. And upgrading everything. So I would probably kick her ass in Minecraft. Isaac Baruch's wholesome gabagool art! Sounds like she listened to LawTube and thought she could actually be a lawyer. What a silly Billy. Also, hi Flux and hello chat. You know, she mentioned at the very beginning of her direct examination, she mentioned how she did want to go to law school, but plans fell through. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the $5. All right, let's keep going with this shit show. Oh my God. And thank you, Chandler, for making me a mod. I love you too, girl.
You guys had broken up in April 6th of that year, right? You were basically finished.
I wouldn't say that from the text messages that were shown yesterday.
Well, what about in your mind? Not about the text messages. Isn't it a fact that you guys were pretty much over?
I said I wanted a break, but you know how relationships are. Relationships are iffy. You might say you want to break one day. The next day, you guys might be relationships are iffy. You might say you want to break one day.
That was
The
a
next
weird
day, you guys
glitch in the court feed.
might be back together. So
Well, you told the jury yesterday that you hadn't seen each other for about a month. You remember that?
if you don't see someone, it doesn't mean that you're not with them.
Okay. Well, you weren't with each other during that month. You weren't having any
But we were still
relations during that month.
Yeah,
right?
she's
we
a
were
mom.
talking every day, FaceTiming every day. And some days when he would come back down, he would come pick me up and I would see him.
Correct. But you would agree that if you don't see somebody for a month, and prior to that, the implication is
she's
that
a
you were
mod.
seeing them before that, that the
a mod,
relationship has
Chandler.
taken a change in course, has it not?
Because I had surgery.
So the only reason you stopped seeing each other for a month was because you had surgery.
Correct. I was at his house every day before I had surgery. And then when I had surgery, I was only able to move so much. And I wasn't really able to drive in a vehicle that much.
You know, you just said that sometimes he would come and pick you up, even though you told
I had to sit a certain way. I had to do things a certain way in order to go places. Yes.
even though you told the jury yesterday that he took care of you for a week, right?
Mhm.
While you were recuperating, right?
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Yesterday, you told the jury that you were concerned because he was in Miami so long and I didn't know where we stood. Remember telling the jury that?
Yes.
So you didn't know where your relationship was at. Isn't that correct?
I didn't know when it came to him being in Miami, but I knew that me and him still had a solid relationship because it was over a year.
Well, why did you say then? I was concerned that he was in Miami so long. I didn't know where we stood.
I didn't. That's why I was going on the movie date so I can figure out where we stood.
Because your relationship was basically over at that point. You didn't
Nobody ever said the relationship was over. So to my knowledge, it was not
didn't
over.
say it was over,
You
so
now
it wasn't
said, what
over.
I told you yesterday was that he was in Miami so long, to use your terms. So he was spending a lot of time in Miami, was he not?
He was spending time in Miami. Yes.
Right, he was spending more time in Miami than he was playing video games, wasn't he?
Kind of in the middle.
Okay. And you were jealous that he was down in Miami so long, right?
I'm not gonna use the term jealous. No, I was not jealous. I
Because
want
you's
him.
a bitch.
I wanted him to do well. I
You's
wanted
an
him to go to the
entitled bitch.
CFL. I
That's
knew
why
that
you
was
won't.
his dream, so I wouldn't call that jealous at all.
You knew then, now again, that after he went to Canada, his dream was to come back and his hope was to get a contract with the NFL, right?
I mean, usually that's what people decide. I'm not sure exactly what his decision was, but if you go off to the CFL, yes, that is something that you do try to pursue after.
You also told the jury yesterday that I felt uncertainty because I didn't see him for a month. You remember that?
Correct.
Okay, so you basically did not see him at all
Okay,
for
okay,
a month,
okay,
right?
okay. Well,
In person,
okay.
because I was healing, but I
Fine,
did
fine.
see him through FaceTime, on the phone, through text, every other type
Here
of
you go. I took it away. I
communication.
took it away.
Why would you feel uncertainty if the relationship had changed course? Why did you care that he was down in Miami?
It's not that I cared, it's just that I just had surgery, so I kind of wanted comforting from him and him to be there a little bit more and things like that. So that's more of what it was.
She wanted
Well,
him to
you had
be
some
there
concerns
more
because
and
the
love
minute he
him
stepped
more
out of the
and take
house when
care of
DJ
him
came home,
more.
you took it upon yourself to snoop through his phone, right?
I didn't snoop because he gave me the password. So I just want to clarify that.
Oh, hold on. He did not give you the password that day, right?
He gave it to me to let me know I can look through it whenever I wanted to.
Right. That he gave you that password months earlier on in the relationship, right?
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
So this is not a situation where you guys are alone in his house. He says, hey, by the way, here's my password. Feel free to go into my phone. I'm going to go step outside. That didn't happen, right?
No.
Okay. So he walks out for a minute and you could not resist to take his phone, his personal property, go in, put his password and start snooping around, right?
Yes, because we were in a relationship and he gave me that password.
So have you snooped around in his phone on prior occasions with his password?
No, because I just had surgery, so I haven't seen him in a while.
So you were snooping around because you were
I wouldn't use the word snoop.
Oh, just wait.
Overruled.
you were snooping around because
She wouldn't use the word jealous. She wouldn't use the word snoop. She wouldn't use, oh my God, this bitch. This face. Why? Why?
you were concerned about him seeing other women down in Miami. Isn't that the bottom line?
The bottom line is he was my boyfriend at the time. I haven't seen him in a month, and I was curious. That's the bottom line.
Okay. You didn't want to lose him, right?
Of course not.
And when Travis said that he found Kyla's body more attractive than yours, you became infuriated.
That's what started it. She saw a text in his phone that said he thought, like, something along the lines of he thought her body was more attractive, and that's what set everything off. Was she went through his phone and saw something about how he thought this chick's body was more attractive. Watch the eye roll. All right, I'm at 2:16:13. So I'm going to try and get that eye roll again because that was just... You see that face and tell me she's not jealous. Watch. I'm not going to be able to get it. Watch this eye roll. Oh, I should probably play it.
You didn't want to lose him, right?
Of course not.
Watch
And
this eye
when
roll.
Travis said that he found Kyla's body more attractive than yours, you became infuriated.
No, I'm not going to
No.
say infuriated.
No.
I'm not going to use that
You
term.
weren't upset that he found Kyla more attractive than you?
No.
When you saw the text from Kyla, you told the jury yesterday it was time for me to go. You remember that?
Correct.
And
That was
when
a
you
straight
saw
up
the
German
text
Shepherd
from
right
Kyla,
here.
Travis was still outside, right? He was out with his brother. You were looking through his phone when he was outside.
Correct.
So you waited for Travis to come back into the house to confront him, did you not?
I more so didn't confront him. I just went into the room to grab my things.
So you didn't walk right out the door, did you?
I went to go grab my things and he seen his phone on the couch. So he kind of put two and two together.
I didn't
You
confront
waited for
him.
to
He
come back
confronted
in so that
me.
you could confront him. Isn't that what's happening?
I didn't confront him. He kind of confronted me about the situation because he seen his phone was open.
You wanted to hurt him, and that's why you stayed in the house so that you could confront him and
I
then destroy
I
his property,
texted
did you not?
Drex. I was
No,
like,
I wanted to
"I'm
grab
talking
my
about
things
crazy
and I wanted to
bitches."
leave.
Okay. Well, you immediately went off on him, didn't you?
No,
Yesterday, you told the jury I was hurt. I was not angry. You remember that?
yes.
You were actually very angry, were you not?
I was more so hurt than angry.
But you were also
I'm not gonna say angry.
weren't you?
I'm not gonna say.
I was more
angry.
so hurt than angry.
I'm not gonna say it. No, I'm not gonna say it. You can't make me say it. I'm not gonna say it. Me. I'm not gonna say it. Me. Oh my god. You can't make me say it. That's this entire bitch's testimony is. I don't recall. You can't make me say it. I'm not gonna say that. I don't remember. Whew. And that face. I wasn't angry. I was upset. I was just hurt. He just hurt my feelings. I needed my brother to go ask him if he really hurt my feelings or not. Come on, yeah, the defense attorney does take some time getting through some of the questions sometimes. Let's fast forward. This is probably going to be a long one. As I say that, I'll probably... No, I don't want to report it. Where's the playback speed? There it is. Oh, wait, there she goes. She walks back over. I'm watching her in the reflection. Here we go.
Do you remember giving testimony under oath on November 8th of 2021?
No,
You don't remember coming to courthouse?
I remember, but you have to kind of refresh my memory.
Remember coming to the courthouse, right? You were subpoenaed.
For the
You were subpoenaed to come to the courthouse, and you gave sworn testimony. Do you remember that?
was it the deposition? I'm just
Sure.
what date?
She's lying through her fake fat ass. Because it's fake, because she got a Brazilian butt lift. All right, yeah, we're going to fast forward. Because again, guys, it's like so often that they do this. And like 90% of the time, I feel like the judge is just like, I'm done with this shit. Why is this being prosecuted? This is terrible. Why are we here? Maybe we'll go 2 times. And oh yeah, and then they do this weird thing. Hold on. Somebody tell me what's going on. I need one of our lawyer people. Okay. Lawyer people. My lawyer friends, David, if you're still here. Anybody else? What are they doing? They are both the prosecution and the defense are talking to the witness. And they talked to her for a good while too, where they're both doing this. I remember I forgot to ask Jeff about this. So I'm going to ask, because I don't understand. What are they telling her? What are they asking about? Why would you... I mean, a sidebar with just the attorneys and the witness? What are they doing? Like telling her to stop being a bitch? Because I'd be telling her to stop being a bitch. But like, sort of. It's a sidebar, sort of.
All right, you may continue.
Do you remember giving a sworn statement?
Like,
on
what was that?
November
That was
8th,
a good, like,
2021?
at least 45
Yes.
seconds of
And
them just
Do you remember
talking to
being
her,
asked similar
and I don't know what that
questions
was.
about,
Like,
whether
is
you
that
were
normal?
angry after you noticed that he was talking with Kayla?
I believe those questions were asked.
And do you remember the question?
Sustained.
Wasn't the question asked of you, and that made you very angry?
oh my God, she's horrible. She's not a good questioner
Sustained.
either.
You got to show her.
It's like
the-
another
the
Elaine.
document.
It gets bad.
Sure.
Maybe about limiting instruction. Okay. Yeah, both the attorneys were talking to the witness off the record. I mean, but why wouldn't the jury get to hear giving her guidance? Oh, okay. Okay, I guess I can see that. Because she is a bitch
Yesterday,
and she
you
does
told
try
the
to go very
jury
far.
That you told Travis a million times, I
Oh,
want to
thanks,
leave,
girl, I
and he
love it.
wouldn't let me go. You remember that?
Yes.
And isn't it in fact that he was the one that was actually trying to calm you down?
Not at the beginning, no.
At some point, he was trying to calm you down, wasn't he?
No.
Isn't it true that he was trying to talk some sense into you?
No, I was trying to get my things and leave, and he was trying to stop me from leaving.
Okay, guys, real
You
quick.
also
Pause,
used the
pause,
word
pause.
that Travis was acting erratic yesterday.
Okay, this whole line of questioning. Flux, it's your fault I didn't sleep. Yeah, I gave this to Jeff right after his stream. And yeah, I was like, watch this. And he was like, oh my God. Yeah. Sorry, not sorry, Jeff. Love you. But again, this whole line of questioning is about her like she says he won't let her leave, but she's trying to just go and get her stuff. But he's yelling at her to get her shit and get out, but he's not letting her leave, but she's just trying to get her shit.
Yesterday, you remember that?
Correct.
Isn't it the fact that you were the one that was actually being erratic?
I would say he started it, and then yes, I became erratic right
He
after.
started
So
it.
after you saw
That's
the
not my
text
fault.
messages from Kayla, you actually had Travis FaceTime her, did you not?
Yes.
Did
forgot about
you FaceTime her, or did you have
He
Travis
made her FaceTime
FaceTime
the
her?
other.
I
she made
just
her
put the
FaceTime
phone
the
up
other
and
bitch.
pressed FaceTime.
Okay,
So she didn't see me or anything.
and the reason you did that was so that she could only see Travis and you could evaluate or watch the way that Travis was interacting with her. Did you not?
Correct.
And so what did
She literally the text that she found, she literally cornered him and called the bitch and was like, talk to her so I could see how you interact. Fucking crazy. This bitch is crazy.
you, after you saw that interaction, it was your impression that somehow these two had a relationship, right?
I wouldn't say relationship, but something was going on. Yes.
It was more than a friendship, right?
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
I wouldn't
And
say
that infuriated you as well, right?
No, I'm not going to use the word infuriated.
You were angry.
More hurt.
no.
So you
Sometimes I'm just
smashed
crazy.
his iPhone, not out of
I
anger,
should
but
probably
because
pull
you
that
were
up.
hurt.
Yes.
You also picked up the medal
just write this
trophy
down.
on his dresser, and you hit him over the head, did you not?
I did not hit him over the head.
So what do you do with the medal trophy?
If I hit him over the head with a metal trophy, would
I asked
you?
what you did instead, not if.
I held the metal trophy up because he was standing in front of the door. I was asking him if I could leave. He said no. So I picked it up and I said, let me leave. And he ended up raising his hands up and he said, okay, you can go.
Right, so you never hit him with the trophy, you never threw the trophy at him? None-
Never.
Right?
Not at all.
Liar.
You also took his PlayStation and broke it, did you not?
That was far. Are we going in chronological order or no?
I'm asking questions, you're answering them.
Okay.
The question was, regardless of the chronological order, at some point you took his PlayStation and you smashed it, did you not?
Yes, after I was slammed on the ground, I did.
Okay. So you did all these things not out of anger, but you did them because you were hurt, right?
Proof, bitch. Where's your fucking proof? Where's your fucking proof for breaking that man's PlayStation? You better have some goddamn proof if you're gonna say, oh, he picked me up and slammed me on the ground, so I slammed his PlayStation on the ground. Like, where's your proof, bitch? Because from the video, guys, the majority of this fight was caught on the Ring doorbell. It was caught on the Ring cam. So like you see her trip and fall on her face. But oh no, when he slammed me down, that was just off the camera. You couldn't see that. But you could see the rest of the stuff. But you couldn't see when he slammed her. But everything else you could see. Where's the proof? You destroyed that man's PlayStation.
It got to a point where I was angry, but with the questions that you were asking me, was I infuriated about him saying things about Kayla or the other things you're asking me? That was out of hurt, but it did get to an angry point. Yes, it did.
And that's when he was following you outside and he was in your ear telling you that Kayla had a better body than you, right?
It was more than that. It was the bitch word, the fuck you, it was more than just about
The bitch word.
a female.
Bitch.
Okay. And isn't it true? Let's talk about the B word. You were calling him a broke bitch. You were screaming at him out there on the front lawn, were you not?
After he started calling me one first, yeah, I was.
So you called him a broke bitch. What did you?
Yes, one, she keeps calling him. Notice the trend. She never starts it. She never did anything. She just, oh no, I did it after he did it. Oh, well, he did it first, so I did it. Well, when did he break your PlayStation?
What do you mean by that? That he has no money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So why was that important? Why the fact that he had no money? Why was that something that was important to you at that point?
It wasn't important to me because I was still dealing with him when he didn't have money.
Okay. But why was that important at that point when you're being
Because he's saying low blows to hurt my feelings. So as a reaction as a human, I'm going to say low blows to hurt his feelings.
so you were
She's
pretty
not wrong
fired up
there.
at
That's
this
the only
point,
truth
right?
she's ever told.
I wasn't really that fired up, but I was upset and I was
I
reacting
covered
to what
my
he was
head
saying to
alive.
me at that point. Yes.
Testified
I
yesterday
had hope
before
for a
the jury
second.
that he compared
kidding.
me to
No.
other women. You remember that?
Yes.
So besides Kayla, who else did he compare you to?
It was just, I can't
Florida?
pinpoint names or anything like that. I don't really remember. It was just a lot of different names of who I am, what I am,
Okay.
and things like that.
And that sets you off, right?
Didn't set me off. I wanted to go. It was ready. It was time for me to go. It was just getting too heated.
Well, you saying now you wanted to go, but didn't you tell the jury yesterday? Then Travis said, "Get the F out of my house." Do you remember telling the jury that yesterday?
I told
wouldn't
the
let me
jury that I
leave.
had to go get my
He
things.
wouldn't let me leave, but
You
he kept
told the
screaming at me to
jury,
get the fuck
then he
out.
said,
But he
"Get
wouldn't
the
let
F
me leave.
out of my house." That's what you told the jury yesterday.
Okay, he might have said that. He said
He
that.
wanted you out. He wasn't blocking you. He wanted you out of the house.
He wanted me to get out after he told me to go in the house to get my things. So I went into the house to grab my personal items that I brought over there.
Right. He didn't want you there anymore. He wanted you out of his house. That's what you told the jury yesterday.
Okay.
He wasn't keeping you confined in there, was he?
He was.
He wasn't falsely
But he was
imprisoning
screaming at
you
me to get the fuck out.
On the 6th, was he?
He was keeping me confined in the room. That's why I picked up the trophy.
And that's why he told you to get the F out of the house.
You're not in chronological order, so you're saying it.
At some point, he told you to get the F out of his house. Did he not?
After he held me in the room and was not allowing me to leave.
He wanted absolutely nothing to do with you. Isn't that the fact?
I wanted absolutely nothing to do with him.
And isn't true, you told this jury yesterday that Travis said, "I don't like you anymore." You remember that? You remember telling this to the jury yesterday?
He was saying, I don't necessarily remember him saying those exact words, but he was saying a lot of things. Like I said,
Then why'd you tell the jury yesterday? He said, "I don't like you anymore."
he probably did say that. He was saying a lot of hurtful things.
He probably
He did say
said
that,
it.
right?
So I'm going to
So, yeah.
testify it. And
So he
It's
told
fine.
you to get the F out of his house and he didn't like you anymore, right?
Okay.
Is that true?
Over a million other words, but yes.
Okay, well, I'm asking you about those specific
Get
words, not
this.
the other million words
Here we
that
go.
he said.
Yes.
So he
Wait
said
for
a
it.
million words?
Not a million, but he said a lot of other
You
things.
just told the jury he said a million words. So is that true?
He said a lot of other
I'm
things.
asking you if you're.
He said a lot of other
That's
things.
my question. I'm asking you if your testimony right now that he told you a million words, if that's an exaggeration or if that's the truth.
Obviously, he didn't say 1 million words,
That's what you just told them.
but he said a lot of other things to me.
Are there other things you've?
this right here, people, is why you never exaggerate. You never make generalizations, and you never, ever exaggerate. This, because now they do this to you.
Exaggerated about during your testimony?
Not at all. I've been extremely truthful.
Are you sure you're not
All right.
exaggerating?
So
you just
despite the fact that he told you these things, you want the jury to believe that he was the one that was blocking you during this event.
Asked and answered, sustained.
Oh, now you know
Next
what it
question,
feels like to be
Travis,
me when I listen to you do court sometimes in the morning.
You
Sometimes
didn't want to
let's just
leave
live
because
in
what
the
you were
morning.
doing was interested
Fun
in
times,
destroying his
though. Fun
property, right?
times.
No.
Yesterday, you told the jury, I was saying stuff, but Travis started, right?
Correct.
And isn't it a fact that you were the one that actually started this whole thing by sneaking and looking into his phone?
I didn't sneak and look through the phone if I have the password.
If you have the password, then you're
But
allowed
he didn't
to.
tell you could look at his phone, did he?
But if someone gives you something and tells you you are allowed to look at it, I don't believe that is called sneaking.
Isn't it true that you were the first person to become physically violent with Travis and not the other way around?
No.
Not at all?
Liar.
When we were in the house, he was already nudging me to get out.
You were the one that was first physically violent, were you not?
Yup.
If you can play something or show me something, I can't recall the exact
Here's where it starts.
steps of the moment.
Oh, this is the good part too. I mean, it's all terrible, but like this is the fun part of the terrible.
You may.
This is November 8th, 2021, 75.
No, they already know the whole thing's on Ring camera. That's no. This is just where some funny shit starts to happen.
Yeah.
That's the state.
Back on November 8th, 2021, you provided a sworn statement. Remember that?
Yes.
And you were asked similar questions to the questions that I'm just asking you now.
Yes.
You remember me asking you those questions?
I'm reading. Give me one moment, please.
No, I'm asking you. Do you remember?
I'm trying to read them so I can.
Okay.
I'm trying to read them so I can remember them by reading them.
14 to 16.
14. Okay. Okay.
Question. Okay, so you were the first one to become physically violent with Travis, not the other way around. Answer. Correct.
Yes, I said correct.
You remember that?
Yes.
So you were the first one to become physically violent with Travis, right?
Mhm.
That's what you told.
She
us
literally
under oath
just
on
contradicted
November 8th,
herself.
2021.
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, but today you're just saying that's not.
I didn't say that. I said I didn't remember. I said if you can show me something to recall in my memory. I just said that.
Yeah, you do remember that you were
Correct.
the one that started being physically violent with him.
Yes. After he started calling me names in my face, running me down. Yes. I tried to push him away from me.
You may.
Lying hoe. Ooh, this makes me so. Oh.
Yesterday, you testified to this jury on direct examination that Travis manhandled you, right?
Mm-hmm.
that a
Yes.
You've also testified that he picked you up off your feet and slammed you to the ground 2 times. Is that correct?
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
So he literally picked you up off your feet and then slammed you to the ground on 2 occasions.
Correct.
Lying bitch.
And you
it.
testified that he was disrespectful yesterday. That's the moral of the story. Is that correct?
Correct.
Isn't the moral of the story is that you sent your brother and his friends to go kill Travis?
No, the moral of the story is him putting his hands on me. That is really the basis of
Prove
everything.
it, bitch.
And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
No, you just sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Tell the jury what the shit is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm
The
sure
shit is-
everyone in this courtroom has said something when you're. I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Well, if you were responsive to my question, I wouldn't have.
All right. Answer the question, please.
Okay. Can you repeat your question?
Question was shit. What does shit mean in the context of that text?
Shit,
Anything
what
but
does
him.
shit mean?
Okay. So it
And she
could have
responds.
been his brother.
She responds with anything but him. Guys, what the shit? We're just gonna rewind that a few seconds because we need to listen to that shit show just one more time because shit. Holy fuck. Holy fook. We too low. Something wrong.
Sure.
Did I go back too far? Yeah, I went back way too far, didn't I?
Right?
Correct.
And isn't it a fact that you are the one that actually started this whole thing by sneaking and looking into
Oh,
his
I did
phone?
way too
I
far.
didn't sneak
did
and look
that
through the phone if I have the password.
Okay.
Steps of the moments.
Bang ding ow. God.
You may.
I went back too far, but we're watching it again because we just need to see this sequence. Like, let's just rewatch this sequence of events and see what just happened. Oh yeah, we're back at the state.
Yeah.
Back on November 8, 2021, you provided
If I will see because I've worked in the morning, so I wouldn't be able to stay super
Yes.
long.
You remember me asking you those questions?
I'm reading. Give me one moment, please.
No, I'm asking you. Do you remember?
I'm trying to read them so I can.
Okay. 14 to 16.
14.
Oh yeah, you only need to be here for about 3 seconds to know that hoe be lying, yo. Man, I know.
Okay.
But like, I need the money.
Question.
Money helps.
So you were the first one to become physically violent with Travis, not the other way around. Answer, correct.
Yes, I said correct.
You remember that?
Yes.
So you were the first one to become physically violent with Travis, right?
Mhm.
That's what you told us under oath on November 8th of 2021.
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay, but today you're just saying that's not.
I didn't say that. I said I didn't remember. I said if you can show me something to recall in my memory. I just said that.
Yeah, you do remember that you were
Correct.
the one that started being physically violent with him.
Yes. After he started calling me names in my face, running me down. Yes. I tried to push him away from me.
You may.
I just pounded my Piv Extra. Ooh. Here we go.
Yesterday, you testified to this jury on direct examination that Travis manhandled you, right?
Mm-hmm.
that a
Yes.
$10 super
You've
chat
also
from
testified that
Wolfram.
he
Here's some money, Flux.
picked you up off your feet and
You're so sweet.
slammed you to the
Thank you
ground
so
2 times.
much.
Is that correct?
I really
Correct.
appreciate the
Is that correct?
$10 super chat.
Correct.
So he literally picked you up off your feet and then slammed you to the ground on 2 occasions.
Correct.
And you testified that he was
For
disrespectful
dumbass
yesterday.
little brothers.
That's the moral of the story. Is that correct?
Correct.
Isn't the moral of the story is that you sent your brother and his friends to go kill Travis?
No, the moral of the story is him putting his hands on me. That is really the basis of everything. And I didn't send my brothers to kill him.
You just sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
I didn't say shoot him.
You sent a text to go shoot up his shit, right?
Correct.
Let's tell the jury what the shit is.
When you're angry, you say things. I'm sure everyone in this courtroom has said something when you're, I'm trying to speak. If you want me to answer your question, you have to let me answer your question.
Well, if you were responsive to my question, I wouldn't have.
All right. Answer the question, please.
Okay. Can you repeat your question?
Question was shit. What does shit mean in the context of that text?
Anything but him.
Okay. So it could have been his brother.
No,
It could have been the house.
nothing violent toward a person.
It could have been his mother's house, right?
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean. That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house, he did not have a firearm on him.
So you're not answering my question again.
Okay.
You told the jury that shit meant anything other than a person, right? That's what you just told them. You remember that?
Okay. Can I clarify the jury?
Finish my question.
Okay.
Didn't you just tell the jury that shit meant anything other than a person? Yes or no?
I would like to clarify that.
Well, answer yes or no, and then you can clarify. Did you not just tell them that?
I did tell them that, but I want to clarify what I mean.
Okay.
I just want
When I
to
said
hug.
that, I was upset. I was angry and I said something that I didn't mean. My adrenaline was running. I am clarifying my answer. Am I not?
Go ahead. Finish.
So I was upset and I ended up saying something that I didn't mean. Like people say things when they're upset that they don't mean all the time. But since the situation has happened, it obviously blew
We're gonna
up 20
circle back
times
to
more.
that.
But I didn't necessarily mean for anything to happen to Travis, his family, his house, or anything. It was like my second home. I would not want anything to happen there.
All right. So again, when you just told the jury that when you sent the text to go shoot up his shit, to shoot meant anything other than a person.
I just clarified my answer to the jury.
I'm asking, isn't that what you just told them?
Sustain. Next question, please.
Isn't it true that when you left his house, that he didn't slam you to the ground? Well, he didn't lift you up off your feet and slam you to the ground, that you actually tripped and fell.
I didn't trip and fall.
Isn't
She
it
did
true
trip and
that
fall.
Travis put his foot out and you tripped over his foot and you fell?
No, that's not true.
It is
You're
true.
telling this jury that the video that we saw from the Ring camera shows him picking you up off your feet and slamming you to the ground.
You can barely see it because Daryl's in the way.
So it's the video
The
doesn't.
video that we seen yesterday, you can barely see the full physical between me and Travis.
But the video is the video, right?
Correct, but nightly,
You're not suggesting to the jury that that video is tampered with, right?
no, not at all. But I'm just saying the angle of it wasn't. You couldn't see the full testimony of what I'm saying.
Well, we saw you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes?
Correct.
We saw Travis, right?
Yes.
We saw you fall to the ground, right?
And you saw Daryl in front of the entire thing.
And we saw you on the ground, right?
Correct.
We saw you jump right back up, right?
Correct.
And then we saw you storm into the house, right?
Yes, he was saying to get my things.
You told Keyshawn that Travis slammed you to the ground 2 times, right?
Correct.
You also told the police that Travis slammed you to the ground several times, right?
Correct.
You also told Tyler that Travis slammed you to the ground a couple times.
Correct.
Lion ass hoes! Lion ass hoe! Oh my god. Like, This man is facing life in jail because she told her stupid ass little brothers to go shoot his shit up. And when this dude defended himself, his brother, and his mother, actually, I don't think his mother was in any danger. I think she was in the house. Defended his life and his brother's life. I don't understand how. I don't understand. I don't understand. How is this being tried? The only saving grace of this is I have been watching, or like I hate Long Cuck. They won't let me make gay jokes. They keep timing me out, and it's terrible. But at least all of them can clearly see through this bullshit. It is the only time I have been like, okay, I think this guy's safe. I think he's safe because everybody in the long crime chat is like, there's no way. There's no way. And so it's like, okay, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be safe. But this level of piss off is just so great. The piss off level is like at a straight 110. We typically don't, my piss off meter is typically at an 80, but you have straight shot that shit through the roof. Oh my goodness. I do want to note AP dropping 5 memberships. Thank you so much, AP. Mexican Vader, Project Metal Music, Caitlin Williams, Meat Popsicle, Nicole Maxwell. You all got mocha dicks. You didn't even get a choice. You're just a mocha dick now. Welcome to the mocha dick status. I love you guys. I'm so, I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. Like, it's nice to come and expose this foolery for the world to see, and I appreciate that you guys are here with me doing it. We also got, where did it go? I thought they were starred. Oh, there it is. Jamie, thank you. $4.99 super chat. Here's a few more dollars for you. Thank you for the dollars. And Wild Red for the $10 super chat. Keep up the good work, Sister Flux. Thank you. I shall keep fighting this fight because I'm pissed off. And again, it was really Zachariah Anderson's case, that got me to my full piss off meter. I have had a piss off. Yeah, I should. $2 super chat, Unhung Hero, piss off meter sounds like a t-shirt. Yeah, I really should do that. I should get like a piss off meter for when I cover stupid shit and it's just too much. And it pushes our piss off meter to 100. Like, it's just not right. Question, who is fighting for this bitch? Oh, I did answer that one. Her stupid ass little brothers. And then I did want to address, no, nobody else in this case is charged. The one of the friends, the one and only saving grace is that one of the dudes, I think his name is Taylor. He brought it. He tossed it, like, because they all toss their guns. He did bring a gun. It was proven. He did bring a gun. He tossed it. Thank God a dog found it. A dog found this gun that he tried to toss. It was turned into police, I think. I have to rewatch that part because I'm a little unclear on that. A gun was found. So thank God it is proven that one of them that went to the house did have a weapon, because all the rest of them drove off and drove 5 miles away. A few minutes later, then called 911. There was a few minutes where they could have tossed weapons. But no, even though it was fact that he had a weapon with him, and carrying a concealed weapon without a license is kind of a felony. But nobody else is charged, so it's only him. He's the only one who's been in jail. But yeah, what's up, Mo? Mo in the house, guys. Go sub to Mo's channel. Mo in the deep end. Mo, I gotta email you back. I forgot about email. I gotta email you back. Life and stuff and stuff. Yeah, we're just AP out here just passing around some mocha dicks. I love it so much. Got a membership? Thank you. Just stubbing. Oh, I'm sorry today sucked, Bows. I'm sorry today sucked, Bows. I hope you feel better. It's never good sucking balls. I mean, I think you're kind of into that sometimes. But not all the time sucking balls is good. I'm sorry. I need to finish this up. We gotta keep going. I'm getting too angry and we still have to finish this. Let's see, how much longer does she go? God, she goes a lot longer too because there is so much fighting. Let's just keep going with this. Holy shit. Oh my god! Did you guys just see that? Did you just see what happened? I went to hit the play button and it jumped it. FML, I think we were around 23 minutes, I'm pretty sure, because we were all angry. We're just gonna,
Respectful yesterday. That's the moral of the story. Is that correct?
Correct.
Isn't the moral of the story is that you sent your
Good, we're
brother and
gonna
his
watch
friends to go kill Travis?
No, the moral of the story is him.
There we go.
Even though he's the one that told you to get the F out of his house, right?
No, he told me to go in there and get my stuff.
Because he wanted you out. He wanted you after you deleted those text messages
Oh,
before
into
you
the
gave your phone to detective.
We weren't there yet.
You also, when you left the house, you called your brother Keyshawn. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay, and you were still crying and upset when you called him, right?
Oh, we're not
Yes.
here yet either.
And then you also called
It was like my second home. I would not want anything.
respectful yesterday. That's the moral of the story. Is that correct?
Correct.
Isn't the moral of the story is that you sent your
2/29/24.
brother and his friends to
Oh,
go kill
thank
Travis?
you.
No, the moral of the story is him putting
Thank
his
you,
hands on me.
Bobby.
That is really the basis of everything. And I didn't send my brother my
We'll go from
things.
22907.
You told Keyshawn that
You the homie.
Travis
Are you a
slammed
mod?
the ground
I'm gonna
2
make you a
times, right?
mod.
Correct.
You also told the police that
You a
Travis
homie,
slammed
Bobby
you to the ground
Bologna.
several times, right?
Correct.
You also told Tyler that Travis slammed you to the ground a couple times.
Correct.
And you also told that to Tierney and Linda, right?
Correct.
And to be clear, Tierney is Tierney Coleman, Travis's sister,
Correct.
and Linda is his mom, right?
Correct.
So you told basically everyone that night that he picked you up off your feet and slammed you to the ground.
Correct.
Line, bitch.
Now, on the video we saw, you ran or you went back in the
Wait.
house for the purpose of getting a
Wait.
tequila bottle, right?
I was grabbing all.
Wolfram, when did you donate 10 memberships? How long ago was that? Did I catch that? Wolfram donated 10 memberships. Wolfram? My dude. Wild Red 1905. Sorry, had a brain fart there. Unhung Hero. The Chaos Druid. Super V 94. Elisa Lane. TJ Kitty. Edward M. Lockwood, American Steve, Jason J, Jamie were all gifted memberships. You guys are now my newest Mocha Dicks. Wow. Thanks, guys. And then Unhung Hero for a $5 super chat. The light at the end of the tunnel is a freight train coming the other way. Yeah, that seems about right. Thank you for that, guys. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I'm going way down to the bottom to press the play
All
button.
my things. I think I still had things on the couch as well.
One of the things you went back into the house to grab was your tequila bottle, was it not?
Correct.
Bottle that you had bought early that evening.
Correct.
That was your bottle, not Travis's, right?
Correct.
And isn't it a fact that you started hitting him? And we saw that on the video yesterday, that you started hitting him with your fists,
Yes.
right? And you were slapping him, were you not?
I don't think I slapped him, but I did like throw a punch or two, yeah, at him so I can go in there and get my stuff. He wasn't letting me.
Okay. So he was physically holding you and not letting you go in?
He was blocking me from going in. He's telling me to get my things. I'm going in there to get my things. Then he's blocking me saying like, back up.
And he never raised a hand and touched you, did he not?
Yeah, he was raising his hand the whole time, like grabbing me, pushing me back. Yeah, the whole time.
Okay, so did he punch you?
No, he didn't punch me.
Did he slap you?
No, he didn't slap me.
Did he pick up any objects and hit you over the head with them?
No.
So other than standing there, right? And he did absolutely nothing else to you.
Just like a physical altercation without punching or slapping or anything like that. Just the grabbing me up and DJ trying to grab him. It was
Where was he grabbing you? Was he grabbing you by the hair?
just like by my shoulders, but like by my arms, like trying to get out, things like that.
Even though he's the one that told you to get the F out of his house,
Mhm.
right?
No, he told me to go in there and get my stuff.
Because he wanted you out. He wanted you out of there,
And I was leaving with my things that I brought.
including your bottle.
It doesn't matter about the bottle, but I wanted my actual clothes and things that I brought because I used
My
to sleep
tequila
over there all the
bottle
time.
didn't matter. I
Doesn't
just
matter about
wanted
the
it.
bottle, because when you did leave the house eventually, you took that bottle
Hmm?
and hit him over the head.
Sustained.
Isn't it true that after you left the house, you picked up a brick outside on the lawn?
I picked up a lot of things and I threw a lot of things. I'm not 100% sure about everything, but I was throwing things. Yes.
And you picked up that brick. It was your intent to smash Travis's car window, was it not?
That I have a Discord.
It wasn't my intention. I was just frustrated and angry
It's
and I was
funny.
throwing things.
We do memes
Including
and
the
stuff
brick, right?
Correct.
when I remember.
Why do you want to smash his car window?
Like I said, it wasn't intentional. I was just throwing things because I was upset.
And when you were throwing things, you were also screaming things at him, like you were going to send your brother Keyshawn over to kill him, right?
Never, ever, ever said the word kill at all.
Okay, so when you were yelling at him, telling him that you're sending your brother Keyshawn over, it was just to shoot up his shit?
I texted that message. Yes, I did.
When you were screaming and yelling at him while you still were at his house,
ripped my headboard
and telling him that you're sending Keyshawn
That hurt
over,
my
what
ear.
exactly did
I
you
never threatened him. The messages between me and my brother were only between me and my brother. They have never seen those messages
Right?
until everything has came out.
This day you're aware that Travis's car window smashed, right?
Correct.
Did you do it?
Yes.
When did you do it?
Right before I left.
While Travis was still outside?
I don't know if he was outside or inside, but he was still outside yelling.
Okay, so we saw some video yesterday after you left.
Mhm.
Travis is still outside. You remember that?
Yeah.
So your testimony is that while he's outside, you smashed his car window, right?
No, I wasn't there at that point. I think I
All
was
right.
already on my way.
All right, guys, put a 1 in the chat if you think she just wanted her brother to go talk to this guy. Put a 2 in the chat if you think she wanted to go shoot his shit up. And by shit, we mean in Minecraft.
Going home at that point because I didn't see those videos when he came outside with no shirt on and all that. That was my first time seeing that.
So when did you exactly smash it? After you were on the lawn, picked up the brick, DJ and Travis came, they took the brick away from you. You remember that?
Correct.
And then you got in your car and you left, did you not?
Yeah.
All right. So you didn't break the car window at that point, right?
I was throwing things, so it could have hit it at that point.
So it's possible that you hit it while Travis was still outside, or had he gone back in the house?
I'm not sure.
You also, when you left the house, you called your brother Keyshawn. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And you were still crying and upset when you called him, right?
Yes.
And then you also called Tyler Robinson when you left Travis's house, did you not?
Yes.
And you were crying and upset at that point as well.
Yes.
And you told both of them that Travis had picked you up and slammed you to the ground, right?
Yes.
And that he had disrespected you.
Yes.
And you also sent a text
Yes.
message to Keyshawn
Yeah.
at roughly 9:45 that Travis dropped you to the ground. You remember that?
Yep.
And in response to that text message, Keyshawn sent a group text message to you and Tyler Robinson that Travis is a dead man walking. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's the message that you deleted from your phone, right?
No, I deleted the shoot his shit up message.
And you also deleted the dead man walking message.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't remember if I did or not.
Why did you delete messages so that this jury couldn't see them?
It
It is argumentative phrase that way. Rephrase, please.
Why
Sustained.
would you delete evidence so that it's not available for the jury to see?
the evidence wasn't deleted for the jury not to see, because clearly I'm standing up here right now and I'm admitting that I did delete the messages, and I'm confessing that I did turn my phone into the police enforcement. It wasn't for the jury not to see. After all these actions have happened, you have to understand how that looks. It looks ridiculous. Beforehand, if
Yeah, it fucking looks ridiculous. It looks ridiculous because you told your brother to go shoot him, and your brother went to go shoot him. And now you're surprised and think, oh, well, I didn't mean it. I just meant it metaphorically. And now it looks bad because someone actually got shot. So now, like, my dudes.
nothing like that happened, it would have just been words that were said. People say things when they're mad, their adrenaline is running all the time. So that is the reason why I deleted them after
we all casually mention to our family members that we want them to go commit violence against people for us. Because yes, that's normal people. That's what normal people do. Normal people ask their family members to go shoot shit up because they're mad. She is making me want to take my earrings off, put my hair up, and go from... Bro, that's what I'm saying. We need to meet this bitch in Minecraft. Like, let's... It's an online game. All of us can meet up. And we can all meet her online in Minecraft. And this man is in jail. He's facing prison. I don't know if he's in jail. I don't know. I've not paid. Like I said, I just kind of like clicked on this case and I heard the defense's opening argument, and holy shit, if you like, okay. Lawyers, in my opinion, are storytellers. They're very good storytellers. They're very good at saying the fact. They create a narrative for the jury to follow and display the facts in a way that makes sense. They're eloquent storytellers. And from these opening arguments, I was like, I'm intrigued. And like, oh, the little brother testified. It's just been a shit show, my dudes.
came to the conclusion that there was a shooting.
And you were concerned about that.
Yeah, it just
You
looked
had a
bad.
guilty conscience,
They were
did
just
you not?
birds.
I still have a guilty conscience to this day, and I will say that to the jury, to everybody in here. Of course I do. That was never my intentions for no one to die, or for even for him to be standing over there right now.
Go shoot it up, whatever the shit was, right?
Like I said, I made a terrible choice of words during that time.
It
I was
a terrible
23. I was
choice
young.
of
I was
words.
dumb. I
That's
made
what
a
it was.
very, very bad decision when I said those words, but it was never my intentions.
You deleted those text messages because you know that they were incriminating, right?
No. I deleted those text messages because it actually happened, and I was confused. And
What actually happened?
What's up?
Travis
Wait.
shot at them.
Wait. What is happening? Wild Red 1905 gifted 5 more memberships. Is this what they call the gift wars? Where, like, because I've seen it happen on Steph's channels where, like, people just start, like, going with the memberships. My guys, you are so nice. Thank you. Wild Red donated or gifted 5 memberships. Conspiracy Music, Tina Nina, Mo in the Deep End. What's up, Mo? You got a membership? Guys, send your thank yous. Oh my god, thank you. All right. Wow. And we can continue with our shit show. I think this is an aptly titled shit show trial.
So I immediately thought in my head, they're gonna think this is I planned something. Like that's immediately what I
100%
thought in
she
my
needs to be
head.
indicted for
Worried about
conspiracy.
You getting
Thank you for the
arrested
$2
and you
super
getting in
chat.
trouble and setting this whole thing into motion.
No, I was worried about saying the wrong thing and it actually something coming out of it. That's what I was worried about.
And you deleted it.
Correct. And when I was asked for it, I gave it to them.
Well,
Always
when
make sure to do
after
that.
You deleted those text messages before you gave
Legal
your phone
advice.
to Detective Vanderland.
And Detective Vanderland asked me, "Did you delete anything out of your phone?"
I'm not asking you what she said. My question was that you deleted those text messages before you gave your phone to law enforcement. Is that correct?
Correct.
And those text messages were never found on your phone because you deleted them. Is that not correct?
I don't know that.
And the only reason that we have those text messages is because they were found on your brother's phone, on Keyshawn's phone.
If you know, do you know?
No, I don't know.
So to
Yeah,
this
she
day, as you
does.
sit here, you have no clue how those text messages were discovered by law enforcement. Because we know
No.
they weren't on your phone. Right?
No, I don't know how.
You knew at the time of this
Oh,
incident
God,
that
this
your brother
woman.
owned a gun, right?
Correct.
That was a 9mm Glock.
Correct.
And you also knew that he had owned other guns over a course of time. Did you not?
I knew he had his license to carry.
I didn't ask about his license to
And
carry. My question was, you knew that he also had other guns during the course of the time that he first bought his first gun. He had owned other guns besides
I'm
that
so
Glock. That was
sorry.
my question. Not his concealed weapons permit.
She's argumentative.
What's the objection,
Sorry.
please?
And she is 100%
All right, rephrase, it is.
You
a
knew
BC.
that your brother owned at the time of the incident one gun. Is that correct? A Glock?
Correct.
That's your testimony?
Correct.
But he also owned other guns, right?
I'm not sure during his time of how many guns. I don't.
Well, are you aware that he had a 9mm Taurus that he sold to Tyler Robinson?
Yes.
Okay. What other guns are you aware of that your brother had and sold?
Ooh.
The
Have
gun
a
that
good
you
night,
just
Wildcat.
mentioned. I know he sold that to Tyler.
Lurker.
Any other guns that you're aware of that he had and sold?
No.
You're not aware
I
that
really
he
need
had a
to
380
record
that
my
he
next
purchased and
show,
sold?
but I can't stop
No.
watching this shit show.
You knew that Tyler Robinson
This
also
is the shit show.
at
Everybody
the time of
go
the
sub
incident
to Will Call
owned a
Magic.
gun, the Taurus 9mm. Did you
cat.
not?
No.
His cat
The gun that
magic
your
is
brother sold,
amazing.
you weren't aware that that Tyler still.
I'm not aware of the exact transaction, when the transaction happened, how many days. I'm not aware of that. But yes, I am aware that the gun was sold to Tyler.
And you're aware that Tyler Robinson discovered since then, that Tyler Robinson, in fact, did take a gun with him to Travis Rudolph's house, right? If you know.
If you know.
Didn't know that.
So to this day, as you're sitting here, you're telling this jury, hold on, you're telling this jury as you sit here today under oath
Mhm.
that this is the first time you're hearing that Tyler Robinson brought a gun with him to Travis Rudolph's house. Is that what you're telling the jury?
No.
So when did you learn that Tyler Robinson brought a gun to Travis Rudolph's house?
I can't remember the exact time I learned.
But you know that now, right? Right?
Yes, I know that now.
Lord,
you
she has
tell Tyler
DMV
and your
employee
brother
potential.
to go shoot his shit up, and Tyler
Fucking
Robinson
hilarious. Couldn't agree with you
actually
more.
brought a gun to his house, right?
Huh?
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Have you ever asked Tyler Robinson why he brought his gun there?
He says he carries his
The
gun on.
question is, did you ask him?
No, I never asked him.
You were just going to give an answer. So which is it?
You didn't let me, so you choose.
Ms.
You-
Jones, just answer.
Sorry.
Question
What
was,
was the question?
did you ever ask him?
No.
Okay, next question.
Is the way you talk to me, is that the way you talk to Travis?
How am I talking to you? I feel like I'm being respectful.
Okay.
I
So
forgot about that.
you just made a comment to me.
Sustain.
You didn't call the police that night to report that
I
Travis
forgot about
Rudolph-
that. I forgot there is a lot of back and forth between these two that the judge does have to like yell at both of them. My goodness. And I'm pretty sure she goes for like hold on. 3:18. Oh Lord, this is still another like hour. I'm not gonna get through all of her testimony tonight. This is like another 2 hours. God damn. Yeah, the entire time. I mean, we're gonna fast forward a little bit because I'm not doing well. I'm getting too mad at this bitch.
picked you up by your feet and slammed you to the ground 2 times, committing a battery on you, right?
No.
You were battered though, right? That's your testimony.
Correct.
Your testimony is also that you were basically falsely imprisoned and held against your will. Did you call the police to tell them that?
No.
Instead, you drove home, right?
Correct.
To Del Rey?
Yes.
And Keyshawn was there?
Correct.
And you were crying and upset?
I kind of calmed down by the time I got there.
And you and Keyshawn had a conversation about what had happened, right?
Yes.
And you testified yesterday on direct examination that Keyshawn told me I was overly tripping. It's not serious.
Both of us, not just me.
Who?
Me and Travis, like we're both overly tripping. It
What
wasn't
does
that serious.
overly tripping mean?
Just meaning in relationships, sometimes things get out of hand for no reason. And an outsider can see better than me and him inside the relationship.
So you told the jury that Keyshawn told you that, right?
Correct.
So your brother is telling you basically that this wasn't that serious, right?
And yeah, he was going to just go over there and speak with him. Correct.
The question was that he told you that this wasn't serious, right?
I said yes.
So you didn't have any bruises or scratches on your face, right?
No, but I did have injury.
You didn't have any bruises or scratches to your arm, did you?
No.
You didn't have any bruises or scratches on your neck, right?
No, but I did
You
just
didn't
have.
have any bruises or scratches on your back, right?
No, but I did just have my butt done, so falling on
agree,
my
Ms.
ass
Jones,
hurt
that,
really bad.
You don't need to bring 3 men with you if you're just going to go talk to somebody.
Sustained.
You testified that you were the one that told Keyshawn to go talk to him, right?
Correct.
So it wasn't Keyshawn saying, I'm going to go be your protector and take care of this. You're the one that encouraged him to go do that, right?
Yes, it is.
No, when I told him what happened, he instantly is like, I'm going to go holler at, I'm going to go talk to Travis.
You just told this jury that it was you who told him to go talk to him. That's what you told this jury yesterday. That's what you just answered, and now you're changing your answer. So which
I'm not changing my answer at all. Me and him had a mutual conversation, and the mutual conversation was I told him what happened. He said he was going to go speak with them, and I agreed.
yesterday you told this jury that you're the one that told him to go talk to Travis.
Like I said, it was a mutual. I told him to go talk to them, and he said he was going to already on his own.
After you told him to go do it, right? That's what you told this jury yesterday.
Overrule.
Isn't that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Mine
After
her
the
fake
shooting took
fat
place,
ass!
Chris Lowe and Keyshawn FaceTimed you. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
And that FaceTime call was made before you got to the hospital and gave your statement to Detective Ema. You remember?
No, I was already at the hospital when they called me.
But that call was made before you gave your statement to Detective Ema.
Correct.
So before you gave your first sworn statement to law enforcement, you had already spoken with Chadlow and your brother about what happened, right?
Incorrect. The conversation was more of him crying, saying he thinks Sebastian died. It was more of an emotional conversation. It wasn't a sit down and let's discuss exactly what happened.
Well, they told you that Sebastian had died, right?
Correct.
And they told you that Tyler told you he had a gun, right?
I'm sorry. I'm not understanding your question.
Didn't you also become aware that Tyler Robinson had a gun that night with him at that point?
Not at that moment. No.
So they only told you that Sebastian died, and you didn't ask, oh my God, how? What happened? Tell me how this could have occurred.
It was an emotional moment. They're speaking with law enforcement. I'm at the hospital with Tyler's mom. There's not really much conversation on the table to discuss what happened.
You know, one person's dead. You know, another person's wounded.
Correct.
You're not curious or asking questions about how this happened.
No, I am. I called Daryl,
Who?
DJ, Travis's brother. I called him.
I'm talking about DJ.
But you're asking me if I was curious. So I said, yes, I was. I called the person who I called.
Curious when you were speaking with Chris Lowe and Keyshawn is my question.
No, because they were emotional. They're crying. They're distraught. They're not in the right state of mind. So I wasn't asking them personal questions like that.
You've already testified that you FaceTimed with your brother and Keyshawn right after the shooting, right?
Well, Keyshawn's my brother. So Keyshawn and Chris.
Keyshawn and Chris, yes. You testified that you already FaceTimed and you already spoke about it right after the shooting, right?
We didn't really speak that much about the exact shooting is what I'm trying to say. It was more of a Sebastian. He thinks Sebastian's dead. He was crying, things like that.
And around 2:45
Yeah,
in
'cause
the
he's a
morning,
little
you
bitch
actually
that
gave
didn't
us
know what
a
it was in
sworn
for.
statement to a detective that was at the hospital. Is that correct?
Correct.
Now, that was Detective Ema. Is that right?
Yes.
And you didn't tell Detective Ema at 2:45 that morning, while you were giving your sworn statement under oath, subject to perjury, that you told Keyshawn to go shoot up his shit, right?
I don't remember the exact. That was the very, very first statement I ever gave in. I don't remember exactly what I said.
You never told him about the text message to go shoot up his shit, did you?
I don't recall.
Did you ever tell Detective Ema that Keyshawn texted you and Tyler back that Travis was a dead man walking? Do you remember ever telling him that?
I don't recall.
Is it true that you didn't?
I don't recall.
She's such a liar. And everybody knows it. Like, does she think she looks good to the jury? I don't understand these people that think, oh, like, do they not see that they're
You want to show the state what you're...
that they're playing the victim? Do they not care?
Of,
Are they that?
of what transcript? Thank you.
She's getting
What's the
sassier
page number?
at
I'm
2 times
sorry.
speed, right?
Lines 11 through 17, 18. I'm sorry, page 129, 129.
I believe these are her phone records now.
You want page 129?
Yeah.
Start on line 17, please.
And no, she cannot read
Okay.
You read that?
because later the attorney
No, this is
asks
exactly what I
her
just said to you.
if she can see things on the paper. She's like, no, it's not there.
During that statement in November, that are similar to a question that I just asked you now, right? About whether you shared with Detective Ema the text message that you instructed.
Get
Yeah, well,
back
technically
on
it
the
is, but I'm gonna allow it. Go ahead.
microphone. Elaine, come on.
You didn't tell Detective Ema that you had instructed Tyler and Keyshawn to go shoot up Travis's ship.
Elaine needs to get back on the microphone.
Okay. Right. Yeah. The answer says no, and I said I didn't remember. I don't recall.
Now you recall that?
Yeah. Now that I'm reading it, you have to remember these. This is a year or two ago, so my memory is a little bit more fresher back then. So if you can show me something, I have no problem owning up to it. So yes, here I did say no.
So you never told Detective Ema about the text messages, is that correct?
No, me and Detective Ema, but I believe our conversation was extremely short.
Did you tell Detective Ema that Tyler Robinson had a gun?
I don't remember if I told him that or not because I don't think I knew he had one or not at that moment.
She does not know how to impeach the
Did you
witness
tell
either,
Detective
and
Ema
it's
that
irritating.
You told Linda there was going to be trouble? You remember making
I don't remember.
Everybody go subscribe to my buddy Kaiser. I always say it wrong. I don't know why I want to say Kaiser. It's Kaiser.
November
I
8th
always want to say
statement there?
Kaiser.
What
Yes, it
page?
still does.
Okay, page 131.
Go subscribe to my buddy Kaiser Pineapple. He's got awesome movie reviews and like conspiracy shit, and it's fun. It's right up my alley. All right.
If you would look, lines 20, 23.
You didn't tell Detective Emma
Does-
that.
does- you did told that?
Okay,
Does that refresh your memory about what happened, what you said to him?
not really, but Keyshawn was.
My
Uh,
question is,
No, it doesn't.
my question was that you didn't tell Detective Ema about Linda, that you had spoken to her and that you told her that there was going to be trouble, right?
At this moment in time when I'm talking to this detective, I'm just learning and finding out about everything that's going on. I might have missed a lot of details that I then came forth and spoke about, but you're asking me nitty gritty details that at the time when I'm speaking to a detective, I'm not going to remember or recall because I'm just not finding out someone died.
Okay, so the details that you left out to Detective Ema were nitty gritty.
I'm not saying nitty gritty, but there are details. But I'm speaking on a death at the point when I'm talking to the detective. Someone's dead. I'm not really worried about what text I sent or what text someone else sent. When it came time for us to speak on that, I spoke on that. And I was 100% honest about everything that I had said. But during the time where I'm just finding out somebody who's very close to me has passed away, that's the least thing on my mind at the moment. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Ema was asking you very specific questions, right?
Not necessarily.
Aha!
How-
I got you one.
Going freestyle.
I was kind of rambling and just saying from what I know like has happened from the night.
Okay, well, his statement started at 2:44 a.m. and ended at 3 o'clock. So it was roughly
15 minutes.
20 minutes or so.
That's what I'm saying. That's not really. I'm fine.
And
Like,
during the course of that statement, he asked you a number of questions, right?
All right, feel free to stand up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen, but please remember to obey at least 3 of the 4 cardinal rules. One of them is inapplicable at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it here, guys. Because one, I need to wrap it up for the night because I got stuff I gotta do. I do want to stop by David's tonight because I mean, yeah. And I need to like smoke a cigarette. No, I put an hour and 51. I don't typically stream this long, but like this bitch, man, we have to expose these crazy bitches that put these poor dudes like, okay, like what is happening? What is happening? 100% in church. I don't think I can do her voice. Really? I can't do church lady voice. Oh, well. Isn't that special? Isn't that special? German word is the second vowel is pronounced when saying. What? All right. 2 minutes, 56 seconds. I'm gonna come back to this video. Yeah, because smoking cigarettes makes you look really cool. No, it's terrible. Don't smoke cigarettes. They're bad for you. I have been in when I was in the service, I smoked about a pack and a half a day. Truth. I don't smoke. I have my morning cigarette, my midday cigarette, my noon cigarette, my mid-afternoon cigarette, my after dinner cigarette, and then typically like another cigarette, and then so it's like 8 a day. I've been cutting back. I'm not ashamed. It's my one vice, guys. It's my one legal vice. I don't drink. I don't gamble. I'm not a drug dealer or a murderer or like a criminal. Well, I guess those wouldn't be legal vices. I don't have any, like, I don't think I have many vices except for cigarettes. It's my one legal vice. And I need one because Jeff always tells me to enjoy my legal vices. So, like, I need to have at least one. And that's what cigarettes are. But I really love when people come up to me and they're like, smoking's bad for you, right? I'm always, my exact answer is, oh my God, really? Oh my God. I had nobody's ever told me before. Are you serious? They cause cancer? Holy shit. That's my answer every time. I love it. Because I'm really good at playing it up. And like, sometimes I'll get people to be like, are you serious? You really didn't know? And I'll be like, I did not even know. Am I wearing? Oh, I'm not wearing my Killdozer hat today. I was wearing my Killdozer hat earlier. Guys, don't do this to me where you just take me off in different You guys take me off in so many different directions in chat. It's terrible. Ooh, smoking a cigar or a pipe. I have a couple tobacco pipes that are for different tobaccos. Pipes are way better than cigs. Yeah, well, because that's you're just getting the tobacco. Like because you're not getting like a bunch of the extra chemicals. Yes, we all love legal vices. I'm pretty sure everybody here is already subbed to legal vices, but if you haven't, go do it right now. Because we all need to enjoy. Listen, vices keep us from yeah. But okay, but he was the one guy who did it right, where he was just like, fuck the government. I'm smoking a mug of coffee. I don't know what that means, but it sounds awesome. Wait, what did I skip over? Pop, Flux, don't lie. Okay, yes, Pop is that technically a vice? I don't think soda pop's a vice. I think it's just gonna give me diabetes and stuff. Smoke brisket, not meth. All right, guys, like I said, I'm pausing it here. I think Dave said he was going to cover it because, like I said, I found this case and I was all by myself in a long crime. And I'm like, I was in the chat, I was like, are any of my friends here? No. And then I kept getting timed out. And I was like, it was it was kind of sad. But guys, I'm just gonna bookmark this and timestamp this. Hi guys. Ooh. Is it blurry? It's blurry. Why didn't anybody say the camera was blurry? That seemed like it was a terrible shot. Was it like that the whole time? Ugh. Anyways. Did I just say the whole word soda pop? I did. Sometimes, guys, I don't know what happens to my brain sometimes, but I swear I'm a reincarnated person. And like part of the reincarnated persons from like the late 1800s or like early 1900s is like still partly in my brain. And tomorrow morning, start with day one. Oh, good. Because, you should have the chat replay too, because you'll see me in there and I'm like, you guys are actually, no, I agreed with a lot of them because actually most of the chat was okay. I just thought I was drunk instead of your camera being blurry. What's up, Shizzy? What's not? All right, guys. I'm sorry, Shizzy. I'm leaving. Guys, David's show. Actually, let me see. Dave, I will redirect. Let me see. Hold on. I gotta remember how to redirect real quick. Because it's not easy. They don't make it easy for you. They make it difficult. Oh. That's right. I forgot there was like this whole like okay. Let me see. Dead air. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to remember how to redirect you guys so I can send you over to Dave because his show's going to start in 2 minutes. Is it customization? I do believe. Oh, yes. All right. For those of you who don't know, all my streamer friends that are learning and still learning, here's what you do. I'm going to step by step this live and then clip this out so we all know how to do this. We go into the YouTube studio, into edit. Like while we're live streaming, we're in the YouTube studio. As we're in the YouTube studio, while we're live streaming, we go to edit video. Then we go to customization, and then we go down, add, redirect, and then you can search for whatever. But there's for all my boomer friends and my streamer friends that don't know and don't understand how to do the things. The chingalas. There you go. It's the chingalas. I'm probably not saying that right. Where's your stream, David? I see. Oh, he's already got the stream listed for tomorrow. What's up, my dude? Coming in clutch. All right, guys, I'm gonna redirect you to MLS Law Show because his is starting like now, and I'm gonna go do a cigarette smoke real quick and see if I'll pop into chat at a minimum. But guys, thank you for coming tonight. Thank you to all our new members and our super chatters. I love you guys. I really appreciate the support. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate you guys so much. Remember, be excellent to each other and have a great night.